Hey guys, it's Sunday here. Welcome back. Game 2 between Light and Upmagic coming up for the WCG 2009 Korea. I mean, really, Game 1, it all started off with Light. I got a good lead, picking off 3 SCVs with those Marines, and then he was able to just control the game. The 2-fact push did nothing, and he went 1-fact for Expo himself, so he took a big economic lead, and then he just rolled Upmagic pretty much. Pretty 1-2-3, pretty ABC, pretty simple loss for Upmagic, and a pretty simple win for his opponent Light. So we do see Light once again on the left, Upmagic on the right. Upmagic looking a little off. He's either very, very pissed. We could see him enter nerd rage at any moment, or he's either sad, depressed, and just going to throw away this game. Hoping he is ready to nerd rage and ready just to crush the Terran blood of Light. But we're going to just have to wait and see. This is a best out of 3. This is game 2. Upmagic better tighten up. He wins or he goes home, and or he doesn't go home. He goes back to his practice room and just eye cuffs for the rest of the day. But either way, we do have, it looks like Upmagic is the blue, and NBC Light Alive is on the left. So we do see, so they do have a yellow change, so he is now yellow. Light is spawning at the 9 o'clock position, and then Upmagic is at the 6 o'clock position as the red Terran. So Upmagic is red and Light is yellow here. And but truly, Upmagic, either way, the winner of this is gonna go play. Whoa, I just drew a blank. The winner of this will go play blank, aka Mystery Box. But no, sorry. The winner of this will go play Stork, and wow, I drew a blank. But yeah, the winner of this is going to play Stork, and so either way, the winner of this is going to have one hell of a time beating Stork. Stork isn't playing his best StarCraft, but still, his Protoss versus Terran is something that, if you're a Terran player, you just don't want to go against. Definitely his best matchup, and it's a really, really fun. I think he's probably one of the best Protoss versus Terran in the world right now, if not the best. Upmagic might compete. I mean, not Upmagic. Jangvi might compete with Protoss versus Terran. There's a Light fan right there. Little boys already cheering. I don't know though. I'm definitely more of an Upmagic fan than Light, just because I've never really. I don't know, I've never really, like, watched Light and be like, oh, this guy's awesome. I guess I just don't get that feeling, just don't get that vibe. But when you watch something like Upmagic's TVZ, you're like, okay, I like this guy, alright. But anyways, pretty standard openings right here. I'm just going to play it off, and this is going to be played on Outsider. As I said, I haven't seen too many TVTs on this map, but one thing to know about this map is that you can take an expansion, and it doesn't have to be your natural, and you can get the gas. So we could see that come into high ground, or we could see that come into play, and then it would force high ground to be in the play, and it would just be hard to come in and push up the front door. I would think they would take that back expansion before taking your natural. I'm itching to see how both players are going to play this out. And little cute Koreans. We do see the racks into gas of very standard openings, obviously, and same thing for Light. No forward racks, no anything. They're just going to play this very, very standard. But the one thing to note is I think dropships will come into play for both players, just because there are so many angles you can drop at. You can drop behind the mineral. That would actually be the only thing that would be hard about taking that third. Taking the back door. We do see one racks on the, or we do see one SCV on the gas here, or 2 for Light, excuse me. But that would be the hard thing about taking the back door expansion if you're in this map, is because they can drop behind the minerals and just blow away at the SCVs and just blow away at the at your expansion. But the same way with the high ground, there are places you can drop on the high ground on the ridges right above the natural. So I think both players are going to be forced to use dropships, even if they don't want to, or I'm definitely going to have to get some race out. They're going to have some kind of air control, basically, just for maneuverability issues. And the scouting SCV won't get in for Upmagic here, or for Light Alive, excuse me. And then so that's a good thing for Upmagic, and Light's going to have to return with his scouting Marine, and that SCV might squeeze by, but I think Light is all walled in. And what are we going to see here? We do see a starport coming down here for Upmagic. And now we are going to see if we're going to, what exactly does Light plan on doing. We are going to see a starport. So similar openings, both going to go into one starport, and then they're going to be able to get some race out, control the air for a little bit, and or then probably go for the drop ships if we're going to see in one moment exactly what they plan to do with those. SCV coming behind. We are going to see an expansion from our friend Upmagic, and the same thing for Light. So we could be in for a long one if Light puts down that command center, and he does. So we could be in for a long one. A Terran versus Terran with this kind of openings. This is going to be a long game, I have a feeling, just depending on how. We do see the control tower going down, obviously, here. And in a second, we'll be able to see exactly what they plan to do with those. And command center warping in. Or sorry, not warping in. You guys have been giving me a hard time for that. I think everything warps in, but I guess a command center doesn't warp in, huh? It kind of builds in. So the command center building in. Machine shop going down for Upmagic. Probably going to be followed pretty quickly. Control tower going up for both players. Basically complete. Identical builds. Mirror builds exactly. Expansions will be up and running fairly quickly. Economies will be kicking in. It's going to be a long game, I have a feeling. Disrupting the economy of your opponents is going to be the key here, and really it's going to come down to who can harass their opponent's economy that much more. We already seen them both go into cloaks, so they both are researching the cloaks here, and with the academy being followed because they weren't able to do it, so it's going to be a little bit of Wraith Wars here. Luckily it's only one starport. I can't remember, I can't tell you how much back in the day did we see, basically how many did we see 2-port race versus 2-port race every Terran versus Terran. That's all we ever saw. So this SCV is going to try to squeeze this Vulture in for Light. No luck on the first try. Let's see if it tries again. He gets it through. Light has gotten the SCV through, and now he's going to run right into the SCV for Upmagic. And so Upmagic's going to be in. He's going to Light's going to be able to put a little pressure back on Upmagic expansion. Not going to be a huge deal though, but he will double check that expansion is there. And those scouting SCVs, those SCVs are going to have to come off the line, and he's actually going to have to use his Wraith there, so it'll slow him down a little bit. Obviously not a huge deal. Being followed up by that second starport here, and the second starport as well for Upmagic. So identical builds. Could they be any more identical? It looks like they're both playing with Black Sheepwall and just copying each other. So I think we are going to be in for a long one. Race out for both players. It's going to come down to Wraith Micro and Wraith Control. And if Upmagic, looks like Light's going to get the first shot off. Both players using Cloak though. With Light with two, has 2 out right now. No scanner though for Upmagic. I think he should have his academy on the way fairly soon. If not already, he's definitely going to have it started. We are seeing another expansion, so a very macro-heavy game here coming from both players. Upmagic has to get that academy up, has to get that scan up though, and here he comes in. He's losing in the Wraith battle so far, and but he should have a couple more Wraiths popping out. He is producing off 2, and he's going to get a turret or 2 just to stop the dropship play a little bit later on, and to stop the Wraiths right now, because he knows he's a little bit vulnerable until he does get that academy up, and then until he can get those comm stats up and get some energy on those to be able to go put some pressure on. And he is actually going to, so close to losing his first one, and that would have been a bit of a mistake. Definitely Wraith battles going in the favor of Light so far. Upmagic does have his first tank out, putting some missile turrets up, putting some missile turrets up though, and he's going to be able to try to take his third expansion fairly soon. But as you see, right now Light is just he is fine with helping to just kind of control the air a little bit, keep the pressure off his base. He can use the high ground, and now he can get the double gas up there. And if Upmagic doesn't do something to that double gas or get the double gas himself, he's going to fall behind in gas numbers by so much, and that you just can't fall behind in gas in a Terran versus Terran. It's like a Zerg not getting gas in Terran versus Terran. I mean, you have to get gas. He's going to be able to scan here, but he is going to take a couple hits from those missile turrets. Light microing pretty nicely, but with the help of that, he is scanning, and now here come more reinforcements for Upmagic. So Upmagic's going to be force Light back a little bit with 3 Wraiths of his own and only 2 for Upmagic. And there goes the second one. So 2v2 right now. Wraith battles all over the place. And right now, as long as Wraiths go off and back for both players, it doesn't really matter. Finally taking the third expansion, but Light, excuse me, gosh, but Light is going to have that gas up that much earlier, and here comes Upmagic. He's going to be able to put some pressure on. No scan it must be right now, and he's just going to be able to put, kill that, almost kill that one Wraith. Both players microing the crap out right now, and we are going to see one Wraith fall for each player, but the one is going to remain for, it looks like, for Light, and Upmagic is going to lose. Oh, wow, what the heck? Oh, because he cloaked it and he didn't have a scan for Light. Upmagic remains with the only SCV right now. He's actually talking to himself. I have never seen that. I think his lips just moved. A little surprising. You usually don't.